If I were learning piano for the first time as a beginning singer-songwriter-producer after knowing everything I do now, as an award-winning piano teacher with Steinway & Sons Beverly Hills, and classically trained pianist turned R&B artist and music producer, I would focus on two core concepts to cut my learning curve in half and be able to get to playing and arranging my favorite songs as well as writing my own. In this video, I'm going to go over clear strategies on how to work your scales. Scales is a core concept of all music. All music is based on scales, and so when you practice your scales, you are learning that song's particular playground or territory. So you have it. So when you understand how music is crafted off of scales, it gives you a good understanding of what is possible melodically. Also, piano is based on your finger strength and the kinesthetic awareness. So learning how to play scales will free you up and give you the ability to speak melody with your fingers. I'm going to show you how to approach the concept of playing piano by ear using the key of F major. Let's start with our traditional F major scale. So that was the traditional scale as well as the triad chord and the seventh chord. The fingering is so you play up to finger 4, tuck under and put your thumb on C, and finish on finger 4. When you come down, you cross finger 4. Cross happens now. On your left, we go all the way up to our thumb. Cross finger 3. Go under finger 3. Now, if you're not trying to do classical piano or become a pro at piano, you want to just, play your favorite songs by ear, maybe use the music theory information and knowledge and apply it to your beat making or songwriting, then doing the octave scale would be more beneficial for you at this time because you understand that, the scale is where the melody lives. You have a B flat in the key signature and you want to learn how to improvise and express yourself in the key of F, not necessarily do everything according to traditional standards. Now, it's always great to be ambidextrous and train both hands to move simultaneously across the piano. Of course, that's always a great thing. I'm not going to knock that. But there's a lot of education already existing out there like that, so I'm going to do something that doesn't exist, which is show you how to play by ear using music theory, because that is what the people need, and that is what I've discovered over my 12 years of teaching private lessons all over Los Angeles. So a song exists on a scale. Meaning, if you're learning a song in the key of F, this is where the song lives. This is where the singer's voice lives. This is where the melodies live. There's no mystery, right? You're not blindly just pushing whatever, hoping you figure it out. When people say playing by ear, I think there's this big enigma that you're just uneducated and trying to push whatever. But I promise you, there is a method to this madness. That's what this video is for. So if you're trying to learn the song Easy on Me by Adele, you know that Adele's voice exists here. It doesn't go here, it doesn't go here, it doesn't go here, it doesn't go here. And because B is flatted in this key signature, she doesn't do this natural key right here, this B natural. This is where she is. right? So that's process of elimination. That's a faster way of you figuring it out by ear. Now, when you do this often and you do this in similar key signatures, let's say you're just working with like C and A minor, F and D minor, G and E minor, and you just keep it to the first 6 key signatures, then it becomes more of a muscle memory, kinesthetic thing, and you're able to figure things out faster. Of course, that takes time, right? But anything takes time. Anything is going to be hard. If you're learning how to sight read, that's also hard. You've got to choose your hard. So I'm interested in putting this out there because this is what I wanted to learn as a child, and I didn't discover it until I became an adult and went to college for music. So if you're trying to play Adele, Easy on Me, then you know that her voice exists on the F major scale. You know there's a B flat in the key, and you're able to figure out her melodies. You also know that her voice exists here. Again, like I said, you could read all of that sheet music, and reading, there is a lot of benefit to that because you learn different ways to voice things. But honestly, I believe that training your ear and understanding the language of music, which is music theory, is literally the most beneficial and freeing thing you could do for yourself when you're trying to learn piano. If you are always playing your exercises in the exact same way, you are not expanding, you are not growing creatively, you're not staying inspired. So there is a certain amount of repetition that's required, of course. Piano is very much a sport. You've got to get that muscle memory down, you've got to develop finger dexterity and strength and all of that, right? Technique, all that good stuff. But beyond those goals, when you are working as a creative, when you're working as a singer-songwriter producer, it is imperative that you learn how to switch things up. So there are variations that you can gradually introduce into your scales practice. I have a video that I'm going to link also in the description box, which teaches you variations on how to implement during your octave scales practice. Another song that my students have been requesting to learn a lot lately is Apocalypse by Cigarettes After Sex. This is also in the key of F. So like I said, if you know that the song is in the key of F, you know that the melodies all live on the F major scale. This is the territory or the playground of your song. So that's a more soulful version that I've arranged for one of my private students. I could definitely do a video tutorial for that if you guys want to learn that. But I just wanted to show you guys in this video real quick how crucial it is that you know your scales and the key of the song, you know the chords that belong in the song, and you know that most pop songs are just a 4-chord chord progression, and the melodies live on the scale. So figuring things out by ear is not some mystery. It's not some uneducated enigma where you're just pushing whatever, hoping for the best. This is how you get started. I hope this video helped and gave you a little bit of direction on how to navigate the top 2 concepts that formulate all modern music, scales and chords. There's a lot more that I have to create. There's so many key signatures, there's so many variations, so many things that I would love to put out. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. This is definitely a new channel that I'm building. I actually just became a YouTube partner 2 days ago. So I'm so excited to hit the ground running and really make a difference in music education. Let me know in the comments below if there's something specifically that you're trying to work out or learn, and I'll do my best to help you out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.